everyone, Edgey Berserker here with Nitroplus Blasterz, Heroine's Infinite Duel. We finished story mode. Now we're on to another story. I'm going to do these as the chapters. I think that should be sufficient. I hope. Guess we'll find out. And yeah, I guess we got chapter 0 with Al. Well, just regular Al. So let's go. Oh. The time. Sometime during mid-1910s. Arkham City, a suburb of the U.S. East Coast, is the origin of the Second Industrial Revolution, the World Revolution of Kazuhado. A lucky adventurer who hit big with his investments, he managed to build up a massive fortune a generation ago. Kazuhado, even while facing baseless accusations and criticism, his political and financial influence matched the president's. The communication and transportation network they set up between cities brought massive benefits throughout the world. Furthermore, the magical reactor that was developed due to his astronomical investment brought a wave of unimagined change. Oh my god, I can't read today. Ancient sorcery and alchemy were resurrected. Magic and science became intertwined, leading the utopia dreamed about in ancient Greece. In time, the man that was ridiculed as a swindler overcame his fiercest critics to prove his boasts were true. The man became a CEO of a mega corporation, truly became great before anyone realized, but most people didn't even know the whole truth. He became a sorcerer that fought against evil to protect the world of light, pouring all his talent and resources into battle. Today, Arkham City sheds a tear as a massive loss is felt. For today, Kazuhado's beloved Arkham City has lost a beloved elected official. This is a story about the true case that happened in Arkham City, for the time Deus Machina, Demon's Bane, and Karo Daijuji, my master. Huh. Oh, that's unusual. Al is reading a newspaper. Must be the end of the world. If you want to keep a close eye on everything, that goes for this town. You need to read every page and note the trifling details. Is that not what you said yourself? Let me guess. You're reading an article about the mayor. Come now. Simple elementary logic. Yes, you are correct, but... Lifted up the Arkham Gazette, half read. What logic? The only article of note is the extra edition, the Mayor Ward's obituary. Do you fancy yourself a great detective? Well, as a matter of fact, I'm Mugen, an excellent detective, teehee. In front of the table, upon the tower of cards, stretched the ceiling. Person in question, Mugen Yugo Ruma, sat giggling. She's beefers. The address was 1650 South French Street, Hill Street, in the lower south side district of Arkham Tower. We're one of the many apartments in the building. Mugen Yugo Mura's detective agency, the one-room office, had but a small door plate as to avoid the public eye. Mugen Yugo Ruma, the self-proclaimed private eye. And me, Al Azif, the spirit of the mightiest grimoire, the Necronomicon, an unwilling subordinate. This is our room. In this town, the domes and spires within the old part of the city of the West Arkham, just where the Providence was annihilated from Earth. Providence lost. In exchange for the soul of my former master, Aslad the Magus, the menace of the esoteric order Darkness Dawn, was eliminated. But it was then that I saw it. At the very moment the evil one was destroyed, I saw his figure transform in a young boy with golden hair and golden eyes. I realized it. I understood then that he was my archenemy. That he, the root of wickedness, must be destroyed by any and all means. Fucking Dio was at it again. God. That I had to search every dark crevice to find the wickedness within, to stomp out the blossom and evil before it came to fruition. My quest extended over a decade, from the British ghost town Windshire to Victoria Island, in Canada, to Russia and Australia. Canada mention, bwah, bwah, bwah. I chased rumors about the apparent spawn of the golden hair and golden eyes, as he was cited all over the world. However, without catching so much a clue, returned to Arkham to find a new master at the very least. Arkham City, known now as the Devil's Capital, had prospered during those 10 years. It was widely considered the center of the world. However, when your light shears the strongest, you'll find the deepest shadow. In Oversea, Snake Den, Starry Wisdom. These are other dark cults toyed with the wicked knowledge lurking in the shadows of Arkham. And yet, I was unable to find Magus with the gloomy scent of darkness, of whom form a suitable contract. It was during this time I met a proprietor in his office, Mugen Yoguruma. I, who investigated dark esoteric cults. Detective with the Street Vice contracts. After bumping into each other multiple times, we decided it would be in best interest to form an alliance. Still, the strange and sudden death of the mayor, Charles D. Ward, friend of Hado Financial Group. Weren't you invited to the mayor's funeral? You seem to have plenty of free time. The body of the mayor rests in an Arkham Police Department morgue. We're suspicious about the cause of death. And my business isn't refined enough to appear in the social register, so it wouldn't be called to attend anyways. They're more likely to call you Hoodoo, the god of misfortune. Don't say such hurtful things, aren't you my friend? Sorry about the cutoff there, I got a package in the mail. Anyways, back to our game. Friend? Who? Alright, you can call me your landlord then. Don't misunderstand me. All I need from you is information you gather. And if it wasn't for that, you wouldn't be in any reason for me to stick around in such a filthy office. Yes, yes, my dearest Sundere. By the way, have you closed the case in Mainsville, where you went to spend the night? Yes, Mr. Dobson has been missing, but was found as soon as I arrived. And yet, the talk keeps circulating about revenge or missing jewelry and some such nonsense. Oh, that reminds me of an interesting story. Oh, it's gonna be meaningless anyways. Some story about how you got proposed to by a client's daughter or some equally foolish. Well, I can't say that didn't happen. Well, are you serious? What'd you watch at your back, you know? Without paying any attention to my words, Mugen pulled out a sheet of paper from the stack on her desk. This symbol was written on the wall of some charnel house in Mainsville. Have you seen this? The symbol of a snake eating its own tail was drawn on the paper. That was a symbol meaning infinity, reincarnation, death, and rebirth. Of course I remembered it. It's the symbol of the Snake Den, one of the cults that formed after the destruction of Providence. I spoke to the priest and examined the graveyard. It appears that some fresh corpses have disappeared. Would you look into the cabinet under G for the file called grave robbing? It's a bunch of newspaper clippings and memo. Huh. Sarah T. Exeter, 1799. Neville V. Westbridge, 1889. Mercy M. Exeter, 1892. Frederick R. South Woodstock, 1892. What's this? Grave robbing. A case of where the grave is excavated and the corpse, man or woman, is taken part or in whole. A New York World paper from 1896, The Vampire of New England? What? British novelist read this article and wrote a popular novel. Past several centuries, many such incidents have occurred. Is this some kind of ritual? But evil ones don't particularly care about dead bodies. I cross-referenced the newspaper in Boston. For the past half year, similar cases seem to be continuing in and around Arkham City. Indeed, it's a weird case, but I'm sure the sorcerer is involved. It's going to be very dangerous. You need to tell me these things. What am I sitting around this shabby apartment for? To take my phone calls and take care of my cats? Silence! You dare speak to me in the most powerful grimoire, Al-Azif, in that way? Although she doesn't have a knack for sorcery, this detective is perceptive and sharp-nosed for clues. Every once in a while, she'll sniff out a case like this for me, without even asking, and she'll let me in on it at a time like this. In addition to a roof over my head, I could always trust that. In return, I'm forced to act as her live-in secretary. And the media is ignoring it. Local police also seem to be overlooking it. No reports were ever filed. I see. It certainly does reek of evil. The hint of corrupted, the festering, the cursed dark, the stench of black magic. Thank you. Self-proclaimed excellent detective, I'll look into this. And having said that, I left the office and yet have a strange feeling. Perhaps I'm thinking too much. That detective seems to be a different mood than usual. Was it a man who spoke so casually? Well, everyone in the audience, welcome to this theater. Internally presenting adventure, urban legends, ghost stories, and weird tales. Tonight, Mugen introduces everyone the true case of 1910's Arkham City Special Economic Zone of the United States East Coast. Producer Mugen Yokomura, supervision script, direct, etc. Mugen Yokomura, oh my god. This is also part of the detective in the prologue, Mugen Yokomura. Oh please, forgive the casting choices. If everyone doesn't feel that their persona matched the part. Whoops, Mugen needs to give it a title. How about something like The Haunted Palace or The Resurrected? No. Out of respect for the leading actress, Mugen will call it The Corpse of Charles D. Ward. Can these heroines lead a strange fate to gather stage, reach to the heart of the story and find the key? Or will Deus Ex Machina ruin yet another perfectly set up story? In any case, the game is afoot. Talkative stagehand will remove himself backstage. Let's see how the plot thickens. Is this fourth wall breaking? What the fuck? Okay. I guess that's how it's going. That's how we'll do it. We'll just do chapter by chapter. Looks like we do get battles, but I think for the most part it's gonna be visual novel based, but whatever. And I'm only doing it episode by episode as opposed to doing like say 2 at a time and that because as you see I'm reading, and that takes a lot. and because I stream and I play a lot of JRPGs, I'm reading. There's a reason why I'm like, okay, let's just take our time. Let's just, okay. But until then, everyone, hey, why not join the Patreon? You can even just join for free. You can just follow because the voting up there is for free for everyone. And anyone who's a member anyways, as in like a free member or up. And you vote for the next game after this. It's between Million Arthur or Axel City. So yeah, why not do that? And everyone who else has just kind of hopped in here and stumbled, why not give a like, comment, and subscribe. See, I don't do that often, so I might as well do it now. And until next time, everyone, this is Edgey Berserker signing off, and I will see y'all later. Bye now.